Hi, my name is Aaliyah, and today I am presenting on being an active bystander using the step-up model. Before intervening as an active bystander, it is important to first determine what is the goal to intervene when you see an occurrence like this. Then it is important to consider the 5 decision-making steps. So first, you should notice the event. Secondly, interpret it as an issue or an emergency. So if you see it as an issue where it's something where you can intervene and it's not necessarily going to be a situation where it could be dangerous to you, then definitely intervene. However, if it's an emergency, then it may be a situation where you just need to call 911 or go to a trusted resource. Next, assume personal responsibility. So if you are going to intervene, then you need to understand that you are taking responsibility for getting in that situation. So next, it is important to also have the skills to intervene, soft skills, of course. So with that in mind, being effective, responsible, kind, safe. And we'll talk about that later in the slides. Then it is important to implement the help. So decide how you're going to help, whether that is intervening or calling 911 or going to a trusted resource, and then ultimately stepping up. Then it is important to decide what you can do as the individual, as the active bystander, before you are going to intervene. So as previously mentioned, it's important to have those skills before intervening. So using SEEK is really helpful, kind of reminds you of 4 helpful words. So it's safe, early, effective, and kind. Considering the costs and rewards are pretty crucial upon intervening as an active bystander, so it's important to consider the benefits of the intervention, what would occur if the victim saw this happening and you intervened. It'd be definitely beneficial to that victim, as well as the person who may be harassing the person. Similarly, consider the cost. So consider if that individual who is harassing the victim is going to be upset with you or act upon something. So be prepared if you are going to intervene to use SEEK to make sure it's safe, to make sure it's effective. Early, of course, if you see something happening, make sure you intervene early, and then always be kind. And ultimately, it's important to use perspective upon intervening. So once again, it's vital to consider what it would feel like if you were the victim in this type of situation. For example, if you saw someone else on the sidelines watching you be harassed, how would you feel if you were the victim? And consider how you would anticipate others to respond to you if you were the victim as well. And as a bystander, it is crucial to allow others to consider how the actions they are partaking in will ultimately lead to the consequence in the future. So for example, if you see the individual harassing a victim, this is going to lead to a consequence probably for them. So for instance, if they have an athletic or academic scholarship, this could severely impact their eligibility for this. So perhaps bring this up to them if you are aware or cognizant that they do have this type of scholarship. Also, if they don't, you could also have them consider what this act would do and result in. So could it result in like a suspension or an expulsion? Next, please refer to this example on YouTube and then come back to the video. So please click on the link in the description to take the quiz. And finally, here are the references. The Strategies for Effective Helping is a really helpful resource. It has various scenarios, examples, and other ways to be an active bystander and step up.